Welcome back to Building Your Empire with SophieZo, hosted on the Word of Mom Media Network. This is Sophie Zolman, the owner and founder of FMD Strategic Partners and the host of the show. Today, we're going to dive into something that can transform your marketing effectiveness. It's called Audience Insight Strategy. We'll explore how fractional marketing departments are helping service providers eliminate guesswork and connect directly with what their audiences truly desire. So imagine a successful behavioral health practice with experienced therapists, effective treatment approaches, and a growing client base. By most measures, they're doing well. Yet something is troubling the practice owner. Despite consistent marketing efforts, they're not seeing the engagement they expected. Their messages seem to disappear into the void. Their content generates little response. And their marketing feels more like shouting into the wind than having a conversation. And this scenario plays out across all professional services regularly. Practitioners deliver excellent care, but struggle to understand why their marketing doesn't resonate. They create content, but can't predict what will engage. They know their services change lives, but can't seem to communicate that effectively to prospective clients. So this brings us to the first key element, decoding engagement patterns to understand what truly resonates with your audience. Now, this goes far beyond basic metrics or surface level analytics. We're talking about developing a sophisticated understanding of what motivates engagement at every level. So let's consider the case of a wellness center offering holistic health services. They're producing regular content, maintaining an active social media presence, and sending consistent email newsletters. Yet engagement remained disappointing. Low open rates, minimal social interaction, few content shares. Now, a fractional marketing department might approach this challenge by implementing comprehensive engagement analysis, examining not just what content receives attention, but what specific elements drive meaningful interaction. They might discover that while general wellness tips generated little response, content addressing specific challenges like managing stress-induced inflammation or natural approaches to sleep disruption sparked significant engagement. What makes this approach particularly powerful is how it transforms marketing from educated guesswork to informed strategy. Instead of creating content based on assumptions about what might interest your audience, you're developing messages based on proven engagement patterns. Think about how this might apply to your own practice. Every time someone engages with your content, every consultation request, every service inquiry provides valuable data about what truly matters to your audience. When properly analyzed, these patterns reveal the specific concerns, aspirations, and motivations that drive engagement. But here's what many miss about engagement analysis. It's not just about the topics. It's about formats, timing, tone, and context. A fractional department excels at identifying these multidimensional patterns that influence how your audience responds. Now imagine a financial advisory firm struggling to engage pre-retirees despite high-quality retirement planning content. Their fractional marketing team might discover through pattern analysis that while the content itself was valuable, the format wasn't connecting. Perhaps their audience strongly preferred video explanations to written content, or case studies to conceptual explanations. Or maybe their timing was off, publishing when their audience wasn't actively engaging with financial content. By systematically decoding these engagement patterns, they don't just improve current marketing, they develop a predictive model that informs all future initiatives. They're no longer guessing what might work, they're building on what does work. Now, the second key element here is implementing strategic testing to optimize your marketing results. And again, this goes beyond occasional A/B testing or informal experimentation. It's about creating a systematic approach to continuous improvement through deliberate testing. Picture a legal practice specializing in estate planning. They're generating leads, but conversion rates remain stubbornly low despite having excellent services and satisfied clients. Something in their marketing funnel wasn't working, but identifying the specific problem was proving elusive. So a fractional marketing department might transform their approach by implementing a comprehensive testing strategy, systematically examining variables like messaging focus, service presentation, social proof elements, and call to action language. Through structured testing, they might discover that while their audience responded well to expertise-focused messaging, what truly drove consultation requests was emotionally resonant content about protecting family legacies. What makes strategic testing particularly powerful is how it eliminates subjective decision-making. Instead of marketing choices based on personal preferences or assumptions, you're making decisions based on verified audience response. So consider how this applies to your professional services. Every claim about what will engage your audience, every assertion about what messaging will resonate, every assumption about what will drive action can be tested and verified rather than debated. But here's what many miss about effective testing. It requires methodical design, careful execution, and sophisticated analysis. Random experimentation often creates confusing results or false conclusions. Fractional marketing departments excel at designing tests that produce clear, actionable insights. Imagine a healthcare practice trying to increase appointment requests for preventative care services. Their fractional team might design a testing strategy that systematically examines variables like benefit framing, i.e., long-term health versus immediate well-being, social proof types, i.e., statistics versus testimonials, and urgency factors, i.e., limited availability versus early intervention benefits. By implementing structured tests, they might discover combinations of elements that significantly outperform their standard messaging. Perhaps finding that testimonials focused on peace of mind combined with early intervention benefits generated twice the response rate of their previous approach. The beauty of systematic testing is how it creates compounding improvements. Each test builds on previous insights, creating an upward spiral of increasingly effective marketing. What might begin as a 10% improvement becomes 25%, then 40%, as each variable is optimized based on actual audience response. Now, the third and final element is crucial. It's transforming audience feedback into strategic direction. This goes beyond collecting testimonials or satisfaction surveys. It's about creating sophisticated feedback mechanisms that inform your entire marketing approach. Think about a consulting practice with excellent client results, but struggling to articulate their value proposition effectively. Their messaging felt generic despite offering truly distinctive services. The disconnect was preventing prospective clients from recognizing their unique value. So a fractional marketing department might address this by implementing comprehensive feedback systems, gathering insights not just from clients, but from prospects at various stages, newsletter subscribers, content consumers, and even those who chose not to engage. Through structured analysis of this feedback, they might discover language patterns that reveal how clients actually describe the value they receive, terminology, metaphors, and frameworks that resonate far more powerfully than the practice's current messaging. What makes feedback transformation particularly effective is how it bridges the gap between how professionals describe their services and how clients experience their value. This alignment creates marketing that resonates at a much deeper level. Now consider how this applies to your practice. The way you think about your services, the terminology you use, the benefits you emphasize might differ significantly from how your ideal clients perceive and value your work. Feedback systems reveal these differences and allow you to align your messaging with your audience's actual experience. But here's what many miss about feedback systems. They need to be designed to uncover insights, not just measure satisfaction. Generic questions produce generic answers. Fractional marketing departments excel at creating feedback mechanisms that reveal the specific language, priorities, and decisions factors that drive client behavior. Now imagine a wellness practice specializing in integrative health approaches. Their fractional team might implement feedback systems that explore not just satisfaction levels, but transformation narratives, how clients describe their journey, what they value most about their experience, how they explain the benefits to others. This feedback might reveal that while the practice emphasizes scientific validation in their marketing, clients are primarily driven by the personalized attention and whole person approach they experience. By systematically transforming this feedback into marketing strategy, they create messaging that connects directly with what genuinely matters to their audience. Their marketing begins to reflect the actual client experience rather than professional assumptions. Now let's talk about how these three elements work together to eliminate marketing guesswork. Engagement pattern analysis reveals what captures attention. Strategic testing determines what drives action. Feedback transformation uncovers what creates meaningful connection. Together, they create marketing that resonates at every level. So consider how this integration might work for a financial advisory firm. Engagement analysis reveals specific retirement concerns that generate the most interest. Testing determines which presentation approaches drive consultation requests. And feedback transformation uncovers the emotional outcomes that clients value most. The resulting marketing speaks directly to proven concerns, presents solutions in the most effective format, and promises outcomes that genuinely matter to prospects. Now, this brings us to something I often hear from professional service providers. Won't all this analysis and testing make our marketing feel calculated rather than authentic? The reality is quite the opposite. When your marketing reflects what truly matters to your audience, expressed in terms that genuinely resonate, it feels more authentic, not less. You're not manipulating response, you're aligning with actual needs and values. Think about implementation in practice. A fractional marketing department typically begins by establishing baseline measurements and feedback systems. They then implement systematic testing while analyzing engagement patterns. As insights emerge, they continuously refine your marketing approach to better align with demonstrated audience preferences. And the beauty of this insight-driven approach is how it eliminates wasteful marketing efforts. Instead of spreading resources across numerous uncertain initiatives, you focus investment on approaches with proven effectiveness. Marketing becomes more efficient while simultaneously becoming more effective. Your expertise deserves to be recognized by those who need it most. Your services deserve to be presented in ways that truly resonate with your ideal clients. And your marketing should connect directly with what your audience genuinely values rather than what you assume they want. All right, that's all I have for you today. And until next time, remember that the most powerful marketing doesn't come from clever tactics, but from deep understanding of what truly matters to your audience. Ready to transform your marketing with strategies based on genuine audience insights rather than guesswork? Schedule your digital success session today at www.sophiezocalendar.com. And now I want to thank you for stopping by. It's time to close this episode out with our theme song from the Smith Sisters and the Sunday Drivers. I look forward to seeing you all next week.